It's a tough topic to talk about, but this is something that happens a lot, and this is the reason why you have men talking about what they say about single mothers, how it's a terrible environment for a child to be in. And many movies are made about this situation. Tyler Perry movies, especially, about how kids growing up with a single mother, how they get abused. I've had people who have talked about it in my life, who have talked about how they were abused by family members or boyfriends of their mother. You know, I've known a male who was abused by adult females, that were friends of his mother. So this is not a topic that is not known about, especially in the Black community. Let's just go into it. Here we go. This is something that is not uncommon. This is why, and the sad thing is that you'll have mothers that will think of their boyfriend over their kids, and they will not listen to their kids talking about how they got touched, they got raped. And it's sad. It really is. It's a terrible predicament to be in a single parent situation. And it's something that's an epidemic. This is why you got men speaking out. And it's sad to say you even have Black women, that's how I've encountered, who will say that, what about the men? Man's not there 24/7. The biological father's not there 24/7. The single mother is. So she is the one who's the protection and the safety of those kids are on her head, on her shoulders 99% of the time. Okay. This is why you have men say marry before you carry. This is why you have men who say, you be a man's wife. Okay. Well, I don't want to get married. Well, there's something wrong with it. Maybe you shouldn't have kids. Okay. Maybe you should not have kids. Because a lot of you women who, in this day and age, they're very selfish. They just want kids, but don't want a husband. You don't want to submit to a man. That's the problem. You don't want to submit to a man. You want still the freedom to do what you want to do, but you have a kid. When you have a kid, you really don't have freedom. You have to take care of your kid. You have to sacrifice. You have to make sure they're protected. You have to make sure. And a lot of you only think about clubbing. And this is the selfish thing. This is so selfish of some of you. And then you get mad when a man calls you out. Some of you women are so proud on social media that you'll say that I can make, you will take the kid away from the father, make him miss his whole childhood. Like, that's something to be proud of. Instead of being there, letting that man take his kid. Be a good man to his kid, especially, a daughter. And you have these women who will not do what is right by their child. God forbid they are molested, and press charges against the man who did it, because you don't want the family to be torn apart. It could be an uncle, a step granddad. And that's why they say with step families, remarrying and stuff, the first marriage don't work out. There's such a danger with that too. You have to be there for your kid. You have to. All right? You have to. Because this young girl right now, she's battling so much. And she's going to end up going out there, and she can't function with the opposite sex. She can't go out and see a man the right type of man to treat her right, and to possibly trust him with her body, and to give them kids, be married one day, because she's too screwed up in the head. I dated women like this, so I know what I'm talking about. Whether they had bachelor degrees or not, they were molested, and that screwed up their whole view of men. How they viewed themselves, how they view men who actually treated them right. Because the self-worth was taken from them. And the worst is that at times their family doesn't want to protect them. They want to keep the family together at all costs. No, that person is not family anymore. Sad to say. Sad to say this even goes on in black churches. It's sad. And they want to call the deacon out, get him arrested, because what he did was wrong. And I'm going to talk about something that people are going to get pissed off about, but it's the only way. You're going to have to, after getting therapy, that young lady, she gets therapy. She's going to have to learn to forgive those men who harmed her, because that's the only way her psyche is going to be healed. Because when you live in unforgiveness and anger, it's like drinking poison, hoping the person who offended you dies. That's the only way to get peace. That's the only way to get sanity. Call me a chump, call me a sambo, or you being preachy. I'm just being honest. I'm human. I struggle with it too, but I know the only way to get peace is I have to do it. I have to do that. Fathers, if you know your child is being abused, if you sense that your child, something's wrong with your child, go to court and get the kid. All right. That's all I got to say about this. Later.